Welcome to another video from Dr. Locke. We are going to do an unboxing on the Condor XC-009. Now, I know you can't see it because the camera's too close, but let's just get the specs out of the way. Net weight on this box here is 12.5 kilos. The dimensions of this box here is 285 by 185 by 200. Sorry, that's the machine. 420 by 310 by 405. So that'll give you some sort of idea on postage, delivery and stuff like that. I've got to take it off the bench and I'm going to open it up and show you bit by bit. Okay, first cab to rank, this thing here. So it comes in plastic, comes in a box, no big deal. Not the most sturdiest of boxes, but that's okay. It does seem kind of rugged. Right, so we got ourselves a power cable, no power pack, which we do need. We've got two little bits of wire here. They help to hold the key and stop them from rolling. So the way they've kind of put this together here is quite reasonable. Okay, so these are used to hold the key and stop them basically from rotating when you're cutting it. So there's two types there, 1 and 2. You've also got these bits of metal. They're used to line it up so that you can line up along the jaws using the slots. You have a pole here. Sorry, you have a pole here. This is used for locking the spindle when you're changing the cutter. You have a 19mm open-ended shifter there, once again used for when you're changing the cutter. I've got to zoom out here. There we go. You have your typical standard paintbrush. This is standard in the industry with all key machines. It's safer just to brush it, so they give you a cheap paintbrush, branded Condor, 1 inch. You have a small file here. I don't know what that's for. It's just a bit of a flat file. I guess maybe for dressing the keys or filing something down. I really have not seen too many key machines include a file. You've got a few Allen keys here for your adjustments, another big Allen key over here, and we've got the Australian standard plug here. So let's just have a look. I'm not sure if this one complies. Normally on a plug, to comply, they would have a little bit of plastic up to here. Let me quickly show that to you. There's one here. So this is normally the new way, where they've got that bit of black there. This one doesn't. I'm sure it'll still be fine. It's been that way for so many years. I think it's just a new regulation they've brought out or so. But anyway, we've got our Australian plug. Let's close that up. Let's have a look at the machine. Okay, I have something else. Next part down is a product quality certificate. Let's have a quick flick over that. I wish I could have the box on camera, but it's just too big. Alright, so there's our manual. Here is our machine checklist. Machine, check. Handle, check. M6 screw, 2, check. Tools, check. Alignment stopper, check. Allen keys, opening the spine nut. Okay, so that's all that. I don't see power pack in here. Power adapter. Okay, it's been checked, so it must be in the box somewhere, but it wasn't in this box here. There's our manual. It is in English. That's good. Okay, so we've seen all this right here. I haven't seen the handle. That wasn't included, and I haven't seen the power adapter. That wasn't included. Battery optional. Got your plug pack and all that, so we're still looking for a few of the items. I'm sure they're going to be here. Alright, so we'll go through all of this once we've got the machine out, because it's going to be nice and easy to look at. Voltage, input voltage is 90 to 264, so that pretty much covers everywhere, even the 110, that's in range. UK, Australia, everywhere. Consumption is 110 watts at 24 volts. I'm a bit disheartened about being 24. I would have liked it to have been 12, but it's not. So spindle speed 900 RPM. That's okay as long as you've got a sharp cutter. I think industry is between 2,000 and 3,000 is what I would have thought. Somebody can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Clamping spacing, so that's the difference between the two, is 95. Working temperature 0 to 50, so if you're in Antarctica this might not be the best machine for you, and if you're in the desert it's probably not going to be the best for you. Humidity, okay, 10% to 90%. So if the machine's not feeling happy and it's feeling a bit hot and sweaty, it might not work. But you've got to be over 90% humidity. Gross weight is 10.8 kilos. Net weight, gross weight 12.5. Dimensions of the machine 285mm by 175mm by 200mm. Package dimensions, I've already given you those. Okay, so there's that, if you can see that. Here's your semi-feed handle on the side. It's telling you how to rotate that. There's your carriage, there's your headstock. I will show you them in detail, showing you how to attach the handle, showing you how to attach the power, showing you how to change the cutter, showing you how to, these little bits of metal, they're used for calibration. I thought they're used for tip stops, you can use them for that, but they're also calibration, showing you how to move the guide and adjust it. You probably won't have to because most key machines come already set up perfectly. Telling you how to load a key, how to use a shoulder guide, telling you the profiles on how to hold the keys, which is very interesting, showing you how to use that little piece of wire that I demonstrated in the beginning, showing you you put it underneath the brooch, put it at the bottom of the key, or use two of them. So it's about getting a good grip on the key so the key doesn't roll out of the jaws. Maintenance and warranty, you get 1 year's warranty. 1 year. On saying that too, I believe it's a reasonable machine. I wouldn't expect any problems within the 1 year, and even if you were to have troubles, it's a long way back to China or Taiwan, wherever this is made, to send it, so you're probably stuck fixing it yourself anyway. Alright, a bit more cardboard. See? A bit more cardboard, real cardboard. Bit of styrofoam. Come on now. Oh, it's styrofoam that's sticky taped together as a bubble. Turn the box upside down. Come on now. Right. We're up to this stage. Might work. Right, let's get myself a knife and cut off the genuine Xhorse sticky tape. So this is genuine Xhorse sticky tape, which has a QR code on it. So you can scan it and see what type of sticky tape it really is. And I'm not lying, see? Just in case you've gotten to this stage and you're completely lost on what to do next, pull out your mobile phone, scan it, and there'll probably be some sort of app you can download to help you remove this foam. Okay, power pack, wrapped up, I don't know how to describe that. There's an Australian movie called Bad Boy Bubby. That's what this looks like. It looks like the cat. We've got the handle. Yeah, it's a good movie. It's got that guy from The Matrix in it, if anyone wants to watch it. It's called Bad Boy Bubby. And he was very good at packaging things like this. This is how he would package things. Okay, there we go. There she is. I've done unboxing, now I'm doing unbagging. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Alright, so we've got a few things to assemble. They've gone to a bit of work here putting this Velcro here. They've got a bit of padding here so it doesn't get hit out of alignment. We've got our handle, which is going to need to be attached here. We've got 2 screws and we've got a key blade there. And we've got our power pack, which is reasonably big. It's going to be 240 down to 24. If I look at the side now, I can see I've got my my power port. Now it does say 24 volts, but I have plugged one of these in before and I was using it off 12. It was working. You got your power button. Pretty cool. You got your handle already mounted on the back. On the front, you've got your indicator. I'll see if I can just show you that. See? So when it goes down, it'll tell you to charge. That's pretty cool. So this type of key machine, the benefit of this would be that you're not wearing down your main car battery. You can use this and not need to draw anything from your car battery, keeping your car battery good. This has a reasonable amount of charge, a bit like your power drill, so that you could, you know, sit there, cut 10-15 keys and not destroy your car battery and not have too many troubles. On the side here we have a pop-out handle, and that would be for rotating the carriage. Let's count how many revolutions. So from this point here, we're going to go 1 revolution, 2 revolution, alright, just under 3 revolutions, which is quite responsive. Left, right. So it's got this little knob on the side, so you can do it like I did, or you can just tuck it in and you can use your hand in a manual fashion like this. Nice and easy, and that's a big knob. That's about an 80mm knob. So that's another thing I liked about it. The handle on the back I like. Makes it portable. If you were to flip over here, you also had to have your rubber feet underneath, so it's quite sturdy on the bench. One of the things that I think lets this machine down is that it doesn't come with a mounting plate for tradespeople or anyone to mount it to a bench. So to make one of them, you would have to take a footprint of this here, You would have to take a footprint and then make some sort of bracket or plate. You know, for the cost of it, I really think they should have added that or included that. Looking under there, you can see the 2 screw holes, these 2 screws to attach this handle right here. Of course, they leave it off for shipping, and that's quite normal. Under here, you have a little bump stop, so you can see how that just comes down. All these little things make a difference on the quality and the build, so it's not banging around. The cutter as well, standard style cutter. One of the things to note here is that you actually have a light, and so you can quickly just push that button on the side. Light goes on, light goes off. That's an LED light, and it's on this side, which is pretty much where you're cutting, so you can make sure that you're taking off all the meat on the key that you're duplicating. This is your guide on this side. You shouldn't have to adjust it. If you do need to adjust it, read the instructions. There's probably 2 screws, move it this way, and then you wind it in and out, move it that way, and then tighten it in. This is your bump stop, so that prevents you cutting into your jaws and all the rest. That's like a holy smokes type stop. You know, when you're touching that, the machine is set up so it doesn't want you to go any deeper than that, because you will be cutting into, the blade will actually be cutting into the to the jaws. Now let's just have a look at these jaws, because I find them quite good. If I could find my ruler here, I would give you, there we go, specs between the jaws, because that's an important one now. Now with all these car keys, specs between the jaws, my ruler, if I could read the numbers, about 95 mil. So if you do have a big headed key, you should get away with it, but generally over 100 and something is preferable, 120. So if you're using this key machine for car keys, be aware that might be a bit tight. Okay, so let's take the jaws off. You probably need to do this every so often to clean them anyway. So there we have it. So this is a 4-way jaw. Okay, on this side here we have a V. On this side here we have a V from the bottom. This side here we have 2 blank surfaces. This side here we have another blank surface. These will all be indicated by the marks on the top, A, B, C and D. You've got a washer which has grooves around it. You have like a thrush washer, I think it's called, with ball bearings in it, and then you have another washer on top. So to change vice position, you simply back the handle off, lift it like so, rotate it, and then do the same on the other side. I think we're on C now, so you just lift it up. Okay, now you're ready to load your key, and we're using the one from the bottom. You've got your shoulder guide here. If your shoulder guide is up, I don't think it's an automatic one that will pop back down, so you can cut your shoulder guide. Like any key machine, you use your shoulder guide, bring it back, and you flick it out of the way. It is spring loaded, but you need to flick that out of the way after you've, you know, lined it up. Can you do it that way too? I think you can, because if you, let's just put a key in here just to have a look roughly. So if we can't get it that way, so we'll pop it up this way, line up our shoulder guide as here, and when we're finished, okay, it pops out in the forwards motion, which doesn't make much sense because it can get cut off. Okay, I'm going to have to read the instructions on that. I'm also noticing a slight bend. That looks okay, but if you've lined it up, normally you can flick it out of the way or flick it down so that this shoulder is not in the way. If not, you'll be cutting into your guide, your shoulder guide, and that's not good. Very interesting. I'll have to read the instructions because there's no way that's... Okay, yeah, there is a way. So you line it up, flick it out of the way, comes up over that side, and then when you're cutting your key, you're not going all that way into the key anyway. You should be cutting from there. There is a possibility of cutting your shoulder guides, but we'll look at that later. Alright, so there's nothing left in the box. That's it. That's the machine. The finish is good, plastic is good, solid design, cradles are good. You know, for anybody who's looking to cut keys, I would say this will be fine. I'd say it'd be fine for locksmiths. I'd say it'd be fine as a shop counter type machine. It's got the battery power, markets, anything along those lines. I think it's perfect. It does exactly what it says it does. With the semi-automatic function as well, that's also added benefit because it allows you to cut keys quicker. So a lot of the cheaper machines are only designed for 1 or 2 keys a day. I'd be happy cutting 10, 20 keys a day on this. Yeah, No problem. At the front here, you've got that square hole, that's for that pole again, locking the spindle. So there's a hole now that goes all the way through, and that will lock the spindle. So yeah, it's fairly straightforward. It's a good little machine. Xhorse XC-009. Leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching.